this session, I am going to explain a classification of binary solutions. Okay. So majorly the binary solutions we classified into two types. One is ideal solution and non-ideal solution. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the ideal solutions. So previous class I have explained that Raoult's law. Okay. So based on this concept only, we classified the solutions into two types. So here I am given that a solution which obeys Raoult's law exactly at all range of concentrations and temperature is known as ideal solution. Okay. So clearly the solution, a solution which obeys Raoult's law exactly at all range of concentrations and temperature is known as ideal solution. Okay. So along with this, okay, a solution, if you want to say that ideal solution, it also must be obeys another three conditions. Okay. So here, when I use the word ideal solution, it should be ideal in size, okay, of particles, and also it should be ideal in molecular interactions. For example, a solution is containing two components. A solution is containing two components. A component is there and B component is there. A component is there and B component is there. So for example, it is in a pure component A and it is in a pure component B. In component A, which type of interactions are there? Only AA component, AA interactions are there. In B, we have BB interactions are there. So when I mixed these two solutions, when I mixed these two components, so here what happened? We have AB. Okay, so AB interactions are there. So if a solution, if you want to say as an ideal, that solution, in that solution, the molecular interactions between AA and BB must be equals to AB. Okay. So whatever the type of interactions you are expecting in pure component A and pure component B, when you mixing that components, here the interactions should also same. Okay. So the molecular interactions between AA, BB should be equals to AB. Then only we can say that it ideal solution. Got it? So that is the one condition. And another one is delta H mix must be equals to 0. That means when you are mixing that component A and B in AB solution, nothing but in solution, there is neither evaluation of heat nor absorption of heat. Nothing but the process, there is no exothermic and endothermic. That's why I am giving the delta H mix is equals to 0. And another condition, at delta V mix must be equals to 0. So what is the delta V mix equals to 0? For example, we have A component as a 2 liter and B component I have 2 liter. When I mix these two, there it must be 4 liter. There is no change in value. Okay, so there is no decrease in the volume, there is no increase in the volume. It should be that, okay, change in volume should be equals to 0. So along with that, whatever the statement I am given, when you want to say a solution is an ideal solution, that should obey Raoult's law at all range of concentrations and temperatures. And along with that condition, okay, here another three conditions should obey. Then only we can say that the solution is an ideal solution. What are those? The molecular interactions between A and BB should be equals to AB. And the delta H mix, change in enthalpy should be equals to 0 and change in volume should be equals to 0. Okay. So you know that when you studied about that ideal gas, there is no 100% ideal gas. Like that, there is no 100% ideal solution. So some of the solutions are showing that near to that ideal behavior. Here I am given the different type of examples. So these examples are very important. In a competitive examinations, directly they are giving the options which of the following as an example for ideal solution. Okay, the combination you can must be observed that NHN and NF10 I am given. So in NHN, we are expecting that one of type of interactions. NF10 is also you are expecting that one type of interactions. When you mixing those, again you are getting the same type of interactions. So based on that idea, you can try to remember that examples with respect of here. Okay. So non-polar, you can take that. Again, you are getting the non-polar interaction. Suppose polar, you can take that. Again, you are getting the polar interactions here. Okay. Based on the concept, just you can try to remember that examples. And the graphical representation when you want to give this one. The same already explained in that the previous lecture with respect of the Raoult's law. Okay. So what is a graphical representation we are given? The graphical representation, vapor pressure and mole fraction we are taken. Okay. So vapor pressure and mole fraction. Suppose here I am assuming P naught A less than P naught B. What is the P naught A? Vapor pressure of pure component A. Okay, what is the P naught B? Vapor pressure of pure component B. So initially here XA mole fraction of component I am taken 1, XB is equals to 0. Here XA is equals to 0, XB is equals to 1. The solution with two different type of components. So initially I have component A. Okay. So here component A is there. So at particular component A, it's a pure component. The vapor pressure whatever we have here, that I am showing P naught A. P naught A is representing the vapor pressure of pure component A. So when you are moving towards here, what happens? Mole fraction of A is going to decreasing. According to Raoult's law, when mole fraction is going to decreasing, vapor pressure is also going to decreases. So the curve represents with respect of this. So this curve must be shows PA. Okay. So what is the PA? Here PA is equals to XA into P naught A. Okay. And here mole fraction of component B is going to increases. What happened? The vapor pressure is going to increases. Here P naught B. Okay. So P naught A less than P naught B I am given like that. This curve represent PB. What is the PB? PB is equals to XB P naught B. Okay. So this curve I am joining these two. What do you get that? P total. That is equals to PA plus PB. That means it also contain always P total must be equals to PA plus PB. This is the condition is obeying by the solution. Those only we can say that ideal solution. Okay. So this is a little bit of concept is involving a solution when you want to say as an ideal solution. Okay. So 4 conditions you must be taken here, which obeys Raoult's law. All concentrations, all range of concentrations and temperature, usually known as ideal solution. Along with that, another 3 conditions are given. The molecular interactions between A and BB should be equals to AB, and delta H mix equals to 0 and delta V mix equals to 0. And at the same time, when you want to represent with respect to this one, PA is a XA P naught B, PB XB P naught B, and P total must be equals to PA plus PB. Okay, so those are the examples I am given along with respect of interactions. In the next session, I am going to explain the non-ideal solutions, particularly which are showing positive deviation from Raoult's law and which are showing negative deviation from Raoult's law. Clear?